Hi guys, and welcome to episode 10 of my Counter-Strike competitive match series. In this round we're playing on Train with Kev, Foxy, Stillie and Kev's good buddy from the UK, Woodcock. We start off with Stillie on round 6. He decides to push B. He's got himself an MP9, chucks a grenade through the window, bounces back and he grenades one of his buddies. He gives up on the grenade idea and decides to see if he can shoot someone. The first guy basically walks into him. He tags the second guy, reloads and decides to come back for a second attempt. Amazingly, that dude waits for him and decides to get shot for his efforts. The bomb's on the ground. Stillie decides to chuck down a Molotov just to make sure that no one's going to try and pick up the bomb. At this point, it's just a case of guarding the bomb. With the MP9 being up there is not the greatest idea, but there's not exactly too many terrorists left. Since there's just one, he decides he's maybe going to have a look at trying to find this dude. He goes down the ramp, finds the last guy, shoots him in the head, and grabs the AWP for good measure. This was one of Stillie's best rounds of the match. We move to round 8. We're playing as Foxhound. Foxy decides he's also going to go to B, probably because Stillie did well in the previous round. He's got himself a P90, a real high quality weapon for professionals. He goes down the ladder, goes up the ladder, then goes back down the ladder. So obviously he knows exactly what he's doing. He decides to go into the smoke, hides there like a girl, realizes he's not sure what strategy to follow, goes up the ramp, sees maybe he can sneak around and kill someone. No one to be found. Now he's just hunting. Goes down another ladder and sees a bad guy. Aims for the nuts and eventually shoots the dude. He decides he's going to head towards spawn. Comes out, sees no one around, keeps rushing. It's now 2v2. Foxy and Stillie are trying to find their way to kill the enemy. Especially Foxy, was running around like a headless chicken. Kills the second last guy. Now there's one left. Now he's trying to get all strategic, checking corners, trying to impress the chicks. And still he's down. Foxy kills the last guy by aiming for the nuts. Grabs himself for AWP. And amazing round by Foxy. Well done. P90 for the win. We move to round 15. At this point we are doing really well. Kev, having really broad shoulders, is carrying the team like a champion. He pots the first guy that's on top of the train, drills the second guy. That's already 2 down. He's actually quite effective with the AK-47, unlike me. I tend to spray without any sort of control whatsoever. That's why I normally stick to the AWP. Kev, on the other hand, has realized the round is in our control. No need to overdo it. It's just 2v2 at this point. Since he's guarding the bomb, there's no real need to rush off and try and find the enemy or hunt him down. Obviously, he knows that they're going to try and get the bomb back. So he's just being on the lookout. And this chop decides to try and sneak up on Kev. Unfortunately for him, he didn't realize there was a predator lurking around. Last guy also walked straight in front of his bullets. And that was it. Super round by Kev. We move to round 17. This is where Kev started to seriously pick up speed. We rush off to A. Everything seems fairly quiet at this point. And then the action starts. Kev's got himself a deagle, pots the first guy. And suddenly half the teams are dead. It's basically 3 versus 2 at this point. Kev and myself. Kev sees the M4 on the ground. I've got myself the M4. Kev's grabbed himself an M4 as well. So we both are fully kitted out. I run off to my death. Kev checks up at the window, pots that guy, and it's now 1v2. All I did in this round so far was get the bomb as close as possible to the train. Kev is basically sneaking around, just making sure that they're not too close to the bomb to give him a chance for planting it. Everything is very quiet. And this Mampara decides he's going to walk with his back to Kev. That'll teach him. With one guy left, Kev is contemplating should he plant the bomb or kill the dude. At this point, there's just over 30 seconds left on the clock. Kev is leaning towards the idea of planting the bomb, but he's concerned obviously that the dude is going to be lurking around and shoot him in the back. Since it's very quiet, he grabs a smoke, chucks it to try and block someone coming from B. Gets the bomb, plants it, and at this point he hears footsteps. Grabs the M4, shoots the guy, man down, super clutch. That was an ace by Kev, probably one of the best rounds I've ever seen him play. We're now in round 18. I got myself a COD gun. Clearly the AWP wasn't really working for me. That combined with the fact that I'm unfamiliar with the level and generally playing like shit doesn't help. The action starts immediately at A. I'm not sure should I go forward and help my buddies or camp like a girl. Eventually I decide let me go and have a look. There's already trouble. Since there's a smoke, I decide to have a look towards the CT direction. Seems fairly quiet. Decide I'm going to have a peep there. This guy tries to hide, doesn't help, he's dead. We're already 4 versus 2. There's 2 guys left, which means it's not a problem to get the bomb down. I check the one guy just walking around minding his own business. We obviously shoot him to death. There's one dude left. I'm not sure where he is. Decide to have a look by the ladder. Seems quiet. Decide to choose that time for a perfect opportunity for a tactical reload. See some action on top. Look at the guy at the window. Pot him in the head, and that's it. That's my best round of the game, which just shows how bad the rest of the rounds were. I tried shooting those windows just for fun to see if it shatters like on the agency level, but needless to say it didn't work. We now jump to the final round. We're playing as Kev again. As you can see, Kev pots the first guy without thinking, drills the second guy as well. And at this point the enemy is already consolidating. It's 3 versus 3, but they are in trouble. Kev looks around, realizes it's fairly quiet at this point. And then next moment this guy decides to walk right past Kev, doesn't even look at him, and promptly gets shot by me with the AWP. It's now 3 versus 2. Kev is trying his best to find those last 2 guys. Sees the one, pots him, sees the next, pots him as well. And that's it, game over. We take an easy win. Kev was top fragger. I wasn't the worst player, thankfully. Thumbs up if you guys liked this video. Thumbs down if you didn't. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.